Hi everyone, and welcome to this beginner yoga class for you. I know I don't have a ton of beginner yoga on my YouTube channel, but I'm starting to get a few more requests. So here is a nice class for you to enjoy for those of you that are new to yoga, maybe very tight, or maybe you just need a refresher on some of the poses that maybe we don't cover as much as if we get more advanced in our teaching. So unroll your yoga mat, maybe have a glass of water nearby, and let's get started in today's practice. Today's beginner class is going to start seated on your bottom. All right, and then if you're comfortable, you're going to cross your legs and sit up nice and tall, just like this, with your spine long, your shoulders relaxed, and your gaze forward. And I want you just to take a moment here to rest your ear to one shoulder. And then exhale your chin to your chest and go to the other shoulder. And just start these like half circles, so semicircle neck rolls. Left side, good, and right side. And just kind of massaging as you tuck the chin, you roll the ear to the shoulder. Tuck the chin, roll the ear to the shoulder. Yes, 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 left to right. Good. And then exhale, pause and center. Tuck your chin a lot. Pull back on the back of the neck. So it's almost like you have like a triple chin. Good. Hold on to that. And then inhale, bring your head all the way up. Lateral movement to one side. So big stretch as you reach. And then exhale, side two. So go ahead and come all the way up and over. Big stretch to reach. Good. Come all the way up and over. Big stretch, reach. And hopefully this feels good side to side. It's called lateral flexion of the spine. And then come all the way back up. Big stretch over. Good job. And return to seated. Good. Now switch the cross of your legs. So if you're really uncomfortable sitting like this, sit up on like a prop of some sort. So you might have a yoga block, you might have a towel folded up, you might have a blanket folded up, or even a big cushion. Put that underneath your butt, and what that does is it will take your tailbone, which is maybe back here if you're having trouble sitting up, and it will pour it forward. So imagine you had a bowl in your pelvis, and when it's neutral, the bowl is full of water. When it's in a posterior, that bowl tilts backwards, right? And then when it's anterior, the bowl pours forward. So think about that action. Sit up nice and straight. Grab onto your knees and then just start rolling a little bit here through the spine. So these are called belly circles, just kind of feeling the belly move up and around and down and over the shins. And then reverse it other side. So starting with those circles, moving around. Good. And then this will help us transition to our hands and our knees. So let's go ahead and move there. When you're ready, you can get your props out of the way if you used them. Your palms are going to be flat on the earth, directly below your shoulders, above your shoulders. And then hopefully your knees feel healthy on the ground. But remember, if the ground is hard, that can hinder your yoga practice. So this is a really thick mat on a hardwood floor, so my knees feel good. If you need to lay a blanket down under your knees, you can do that too. Spread your fingers nice and wide, tops of your feet down. As you inhale, sway the back. So I want you to reach your chest forward, stick out your bum, create some room in your spine. And then exhale, tuck the chin, round your back, and then create space. Breathe. 3, 2, it's called cat pose, and then 1. Neutral. Good. Take your left leg back so that your left leg is reaching behind you. And if that's too much with it in the air, you're more than welcome to put your toes down. Otherwise, keep your foot in line with your glutes. Take your right hand forward. See if you can reach it forward with your fingertips. Now, if that feels good, see if you can raise your right arm forward. So it's called bird dog or spinal balance. I want you to feel your body hold for 3. Try to do your best to lift your stomach up, engage your core. 2. And then put your hand and your knee down, and then switch sides. So again, leg goes back, put the ball of the foot down, or reach it up. Side 2, that arm goes forward first, fingertips. From the fingertips, we reach forward. Good. Bicep right along the shoulder, lengthen, stretch, reach. 4. Keep your core engaged. 3, 2, and then release hand and release knee. Perfect. Inhale, cow. Good. Exhale, cat. From there, exhale, curl your toes. You're going to take your butt up into the air for downward facing dog. So if you're super new to yoga, you may not be sure what's happening right now, but your head is now below your heart, so it feels like you're upside down, all right? You may have done some yoga before, so this pose may not be fully new, but remember your feet are about 6 inches apart, your knees are bending, your chest is moving back to your thighs, you're extending your hips up and back, you're stretching. 3, 2, good. And then on your next breath, you're gonna walk those feet all the way forward to your hands. So you're in a forward bend. Your tailbone is up. And then I want you to exhale, bring your heart over your thighs. Good. Bone by bone, roll up to stand. So very carefully feel the body stack and rise all the way up. Shoulders rest down. And then your palms are gonna roll forward. So this is Tadasana, standing in mountain pose. This idea of pressing into both of our feet, lifting our heart, and standing tall. Take your arms all the way up on your inhale. And invite in what we call a standing back bend. So lift, lengthen, stretch. Exhale, hands through heart center. So watch my knees, they bend and fold with me all the way to the mat. Good, hands to shins for a flat back. So this will kind of kickstart every vinyasa, is that flat spine. And then exhale, you're gonna fold forward. So let's do that one more time. Inhale, flat back, lengthen out the low back. It's also known as a halfway lift. Exhale, fold, and we're gonna step the left foot all the way back on the mat. You're gonna put your left knee down and your hips are gonna sink forward. Inhale, bring arms to sky. Or if that's way too much, you can keep your hands on your hips, or you can even keep your hands right here on the ground, especially if maybe you're really, really tight. So if you feel that left hip flexor and quad muscle really talking to you, the front of your thigh, then maybe just keep your hands here. If you're comfortable, maybe extend your arms up. 3, 2, put your hands on your mat, exhale. We're gonna curl the back toes and lift your left knee up. Take this right foot, step it back to meet your left foot. So now you're in what we'd call a high plank, top of a push-up position. You know what to do here. Now what I want you to do is put your knees down. So now you're in a knee down plank. Look forward by lifting your chin a little bit. You're gonna bend your elbows for knee down chaturanga. Come all the way down to the belly. Good, tops of your feet are gonna come down. So my toes went from tucked to untucked. And then I want you to come up a few inches for Cobra Pose, known as Bhujangasana. Good, exhale, melt your chest down, and we're gonna do Cobra one more time. So inhale, bring it up. Exhale, melt it down. And then from there, press back to hands and knees. Child's pose for the first time. So you're gonna sit your butt on your heels. Your arms are out in front of you, and I want you to invite your forehead to the ground. I want you to feel the space in your low back that you're creating, the relaxation in the spine, slowing of your breath. And then you're gonna rise up to your hands and your knees, tabletop. Curl your toes again and return to down dog. Again, if you've been in down dog before, then move around a little bit, get cozy with it. If it's new to you, then just kind of hang out, see what it feels like. Maybe you bend a knee, maybe not, it's up to you. And then exhale, look at those hands. Walk your feet all the way up. And if it's hard to reach hands to feet, that's very normal. So bend your knees as much as you need to. Good, bone by bone, roll up. I want you to sweep your arms all the way to the sky. Again, standing back bend helps you lengthen. And then exhale through heart center, fold forward. Take a flat back, so gazing forward, long spine. Good, exhale, stepping back with the right foot. So 1, 2, 3, big step. And then you're gonna gently lower the right knee down. Now, top of the right foot also untucks, and you're gonna just kind of sink those hips forward. So how's it going in that right hip flexor, right thigh as you move forward in your hips? And again, stay here, move here, or if you're really cozy, reach your arms all the way up to the sky. And again, I would consider this kind of an advanced back bend once your arms are in the air on that bottom knee, just because of the vulnerability in the hips, but also the core strength to keep your spine long. Take another big inhale. Exhale, put your hands down on the earth. Curl your back toes and lift your knee again. 1, 2, 3, up. Step back to plank, top of a push-up. You've been here. And you're going to put your right knee down on the mat, so put it down. Take your right foot to the right. So see how my right knee went down, my foot is back here. Turn it to the right. Plug your back left foot, and then peel your left arm up to the sky. If that's easy for you, raise your left leg, and then maybe take your left arm over your head. Engage the core, keep your stomach active. 3, 2, exhale, come back to plank. So as you come back, slide back one foot and then the other and hold. Good. Exhale, left knee comes down. Again, my left foot is going to turn out to the left. So it went from the mat to my hardwood floor. Take the right foot down and then inhale, reach up. So this is a knee down side plank. Tadasana. Right leg ready. Let it lift. And then maybe reach that right bicep right along your ear so it reaches all the way out, rolling the ribs, lifting the leg. 3, 2, exhale, right hand down. Come back to plank, top of your push-up. Now, you're more than welcome, if you have this upper body strength, to lower all the way to your belly without your knees. Otherwise, put your knees down, and then again, we'll lower. Top of your feet come down, push into the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Good. Exhale, lower. Take a big press back to child's pose. So up and then all the way back, hips to heels, forehead down. Breathe out. Now shift forward to hands and knees, and you're going to move your hips right and left. So waking up those hips as they go from side to side. And then exhale, walk your kneecaps forward. Bring yourself up onto your knees. Now starting to wake up the thighs if that's available. And again, maybe you can't be on your knees, so maybe this isn't a pose for you if there's an injury there. Otherwise, I want you to try to sit back on those heels. And then you're just going to take a breath there and then gently inhale, press your hips forward. Good. Sit back on your heels, finding the mobility in the hips and in the knees. Press forward. Try it with your arms in the air. Sit back on your heels. Exhale, hips forward. Good. Exhale, sit back on your heels. Hands come down, and then from there, make your way to seated. I want you to bring your feet together so that they touch. It's called bound angle, known as Baddha Konasana. Inhale, sit up as tall as you can, and then on your exhale, round your spine forward. So try to feel the sensation of digging down through the tailbone and then rounding of the upper back as you press into your butt and stretch out the sides of your hips. Now you may be more upright. Maybe you're all the way here, and that's okay. Otherwise, maybe you can walk your hands forward if that's also available to you. Good. On your next breath, inhale. You're going to walk yourself all the way back up. Nice long spine. And then exhale, bring your knees together. Now, once your knees come together, I want you to gently put your hands behind you, turning your fingertips away from your body. Bring your right knee to your chest. Hold it. And then your left. Hold it. And now your core is engaged, right? Stay here, or one hand and then the other, hang out. Keep lifting through your chest, engage the core. Maybe you straighten those legs, push. Again, this is really hard. Maybe not. Remember, those hands can easily be on your mat or reach forward. 4, 3, welcoming you to boat pose, engaging that core. 2, put your feet down, grab your shins, sit up as tall as you can. And then exhale, just round a little bit over those legs. Good. Inhale, lengthen out, nice long spine, sit up straight. And then exhale from there. Carefully bump the butt forward to the heels. You're going to lay down onto your back. So hug your knees gently to your chest. Exhale, push into low back. Plant your left foot on the mat. And then I want you to raise your right leg up. So depending on your flexibility, maybe you just grab the hamstring and pull the leg towards you. Maybe you slide to the calf muscle and pull your leg in. Or of course, maybe you're bendy and new to yoga. You just grab your foot and pull it in. Up to you, depending on what feels best. Just make sure legs are active. Everything is hugging in towards the midline. 3, 2, and then exhale, release your left foot to the ground. Hug your left knee to your chest. So take your hands over your shin, give it a big hug. And then press your left leg up. So holding hamstring, calf muscle, going for the foot if you can find it. Again, up to you, hugging in as you pull your thigh just a wee bit closer. 3, 2, and then exhale both of your feet onto your yoga mat. Now make sure your toes are facing forward. You can feel that. And your feet are about 6 inches apart, no wider. Your knees are in line with your middle toes. I want you to start to engage those legs. Lift up with your hips. So you're using your quads, your butt, your shins and your knees are moving forward as everything else is moving up. And then maybe you can kind of push into those hands a little bit. I want you to keep your head down as you push the back of your head down, and then just very gently lift your chin up off your chest. Relax your jaw. Good. Squeeze your inner thighs together, firm your butt, make everything tight and strong. 3, you should feel those legs shaking a little bit. 2, pretend like you're hugging into those legs, and then lower, upper back, low back, and then woof, put your bottom down. Good. Take a big exhale. And then I just want you to very gently, once your back feels ready, hug your knees into your chest and give yourself that big squeeze as you go from left to right. Let's invite happy baby. So you're going to pull your knees apart in line with your armpits. You're going to bring your feet up. You're going to reach for the sides of your feet. And then gently pull your knees down into those armpits, maybe rocking a little bit from side to side if it's comfortable. So finding a little bit of mobility as you go from left to right, that sensation of rolling and rocking and breathing. Exhale, pausing in center with the low back pressing down and forward for 3, 2, and then you're going to let those heels fall down towards your groin and then down towards your yoga mat. We're going to exhale the right leg forward and then the left leg forward. Now, hopefully you feel comfortable laying on your back, but you're more than welcome to put a pillow underneath your head if this hurts your neck for any reason, or roll to your side, of course. Let your hands rest by your sides, palms face up. Allow your eyes to gently close as you feel the back of your body really fall into this yoga mat. And I invite you into a place where your mind is quiet, so is the rest of your body. And there's this sense of purpose and joy kind of running through it as you lay here as a community together. So depending on where you're practicing, maybe you're indoors, outdoors, maybe you're traveling, maybe you're home, just kind of noticing the space that you're in and your ability to relax. Savasana is meant to be quiet. It's meant to be full of meditation and relaxation. So let's take 3 more breaths here, and I'll cue you through those breaths. Take a really big inhale through your nose. Let's open our mouth and take a big sigh out. Let's inhale through our nose. Same exhale through the nose, mouth is closed. And then one more breath for me, okay? Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, generous breath out. Take your arms and reach them way up and over the head so you have this big, long stretch of the body. Exhale. Good. And then let's gently allow our knees to come into our chest. Please take your time. Give yourself a hug. Maybe you can wrap your hands all the way around your legs. Maybe you can just hold your shins. Whatever's best for you. And then gracefully come up to seated. As you find a tall seat, cross your legs like we did in the beginning, or if that's really uncomfortable, you can always just extend your legs out. Remember, you're more than welcome to sit back up on the prop if you needed it in the beginning. Hands to heart as you close your eyes. Appreciating each moment of this movement today, again, whether it's new for you or maybe you're just kind of coming back to the basics of practice. And I hope you enjoy the rest of a really wonderful day ahead. Let's bow forward together. Namaste. Thank you so much. And if you ever have extra questions, please feel free to ask. Thank you.